to your lineup tonight?
Yes. How? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Hau is starting in place of Russell, and Bertans is starting in place of Denny.
And what are you seeing with that, hopefully, to get out of tonight's game?
Well, Hau is just because Russell's not playing because of rest. And then DB is just trying to activate him. Uh, he's been a really, really good player. We're just trying to get him to maybe starting would help. He's definitely a better player than what he's been playing. Is I think his shot is starting to come around. His legs are going to start coming around. But we're going to need him. And Denny, I think Denny needs maybe to come off the bench. It's not permanent. Like I talked to him, I said, you're going to be a starter in this league for a long time. You're just not starting tonight and maybe the short term, but play, keep challenging yourself to get better on the court, play your minutes hard. But hopefully this can give us a spark. We know we need a good start, but we need a good everything. We need to play much better than we played last game.
Chase?
Yeah, Scott, speaking of looking for a spark, you guys these last two games have fallen short of 100 points and scoring, and that's unusual for you guys. What do you think needs to change about the offense to get it going again?
Well, we haven't shot the ball well. I mean, I looked at all of our threes. I don't know how many we took. I think 40 something, 41, 40. And we made 9. And a lot of them were great shots, and we're not making them. Every team will go through that. Unfortunately, we're going through that right now. Guys are coming back. We knew that it was going to take some time, and but that's something that we have to go through, and you have to continue to fight through it. We're going to keep playing, and we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to keep giving ourselves a chance. But we need to make some shots. There's no question. It's a made shot league, and you make threes, you get a better chance of winning. And even last game when we weren't scoring and we missed about 4 or 5 threes in a row, and they were good looking threes, they come down and they make a couple, and our good shooters are shooting them. So I'm confident in the work that they put in, but I know we need this. We need to start making some of those shots because we need to be able to score to give ourselves a chance. And sometimes when you don't, I don't like the way we were doing it. Sometimes when you don't make shots, it affects us on the defensive end, and we can't have that. We can't afford to be affected by not making shots.
And Denny in the second unit, not having to, share the court with Brad and Russ and guys like that. What do you think could change about maybe his offensive role, if anything?
Well, I mean, he's still, like I said, he just turned 20 a month ago. So everything's new to him. Never played in Chicago before. Never played, certain players in Charlotte. So everything is new. You got to go through it, and you're going to take your lumps along the way. And the strong survive. And he's a tough kid. He's a strong, tough, mentally strong kid, and he's going to have to take his lumps along the way and stay confident. We're the last couple of games we're struggling a little bit from confidence. We're probably that takes a little bit of the edge away from you when you're not making shots. Sometimes you lose some of your confidence, and we can't have that. But I think it's going to open up him a little bit, give him a little bit of a different spirit and a different vibe going into the game. And it's also going to help DB. That's what we're hoping. Will it work right away? I don't know, but it gives us a chance and gives DBs an opportunity to play more minutes, because now the rotation is going to be a little bit different. I think he's ready for more minutes. I think, but we need 2 good players out of those 2 guys.
Fred?
Scott, you put Davis in for Denny in the second half of the last game. Did you see anything during that second half that inspired you to carry it over into tonight?
Well, we missed a bunch of shots in that start of that third quarter, and then, they missed some too, and we had a chance to maybe cut it to 10 if we would have made a couple of our threes, and they were good looking threes as well. And then I think Terry Rozier hit that leaning left, fade away from the left slot 3. So they jumped on us again, but we need a spark. We need a change. Like I said, it's probably not permanent, but it allows us to change our rotation a little bit, allows us to come out and give DBs maybe some more opportunities to play more minutes and shorter minutes. You know, it's sometimes it's hard when you come off the bench and you want to play them more minutes. It's hard to cut those minutes in 5 or 6 minute increments. But when you start, you can get to 25 to 30 minutes without playing long stretches of 10. He's not ready for that, for like a lot of our guys. But they still have to do it, and you got to fight through it, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And hopefully it works tonight. If we win tonight, we would be 3-3 of the last 6 games. It would probably be one of the most unique 6-game stretch of my coaching career. But tonight we have a chance to fight again. I think our guys will respond.
And then the numbers when you play Davis at small forward are not favorable to you guys defensively, even compared to what your normal numbers are. How do you're playing him at the start at the 3 now against starters. How do you plan on making sure that things don't go horribly wrong in that scenario defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we changed some things up defensively that kind of help him. Hopefully those little subtle adjustments will work. He hasn't played, starting 3-man minutes, so that's another thing that we don't know. They got some guys that are out as well, so we're gonna need everybody. I mean, this game is not gonna be won or lost on DB starting and Denny not. We're gonna need everybody. We're gonna need good point guard play. We're going to need good big play, and we're going to need good perimeter wing defenders, and we're going to need some threes. We're going to need to play well tonight to win. And I think our guys are capable, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we respond.
Ava?
Scott, I think Neto got like 16 minutes or something. Is he playing on any restriction tonight?
Yeah, he's trying to keep him under, no more than, 18, 20 tops, which is always tough to be able to manage that, but we have to do that. He's still coming back from his injury, but he feels great. So we'll see. I mean, we need both of those guys to play well tonight, and they're very capable of doing it. And like I said, we're capable of playing much better than we played last game, and hopefully we respond in the right way tonight.
And kind of in that same vein, and you were talking about how weird this road trip could be. Are you guys at a place yet with health and rhythm and everything like that where you can either adjust, get back to, or readjust your long-term expectations for the season?
I mean, our rhythm is still not where it will be. Russell coming in and out is definitely take some of the rhythm out, and hopefully his body continues to trend in the right direction, and it has. He felt pretty good today, but not good enough to play. But I think the other guys are going to come along. I mean, everybody is affected differently, and everybody's legs and lungs are affected differently. And it tells. You can see some of our shooting percentages before and after, and it's pretty much right down the board. This is not like a back spasm or a calf strain. This is something totally different that none of us are used to dealing with, and I think our guys are going to continue to trend in the right direction. It's just going to take some time, and you have to fight through it. There's no excuses, but we have to still be aware of it, but also fight through it, and we're going to have to do it together.
And just quickly, because you said he's coming along, but so where is Russ with the leg?
Getting better. His rhythm is still going to continue to improve. And I think the more days go by, and he does a great job. He's diligent on his work with Dr. Davis, and I think his body is going to continue to improve, and hopefully down the road, down this near future, we can see him some back-to-backs. Can't guarantee it, but I hope, just for everybody's sake, our team, Russell, our guys, or myself. But it's good player, and I know he's gonna keep doing what he needs to do to get back on the court consistently.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
Neil?
Scott, after Sunday's game, both Ish and Brad talked about, you got to take pride in guarding your man, guard your yard. This has been something that's been said before, in seasons past. Why do you think that's been a, thematic issue for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have to be able to do it. There's some challenges that everybody's going to have to go through, and you have to grow through it. You can't. It's not a knock on the young guys, but it's a tough league, and it takes a while. You got to go through the growing pains, and you're not. I mean, you can go down the list of all the great players, not only the ones I've coached, but throughout the league. Some of them it's taken 3 to 4 years. We knew, a couple of years ago that we were changing the pivot of the franchise, and it's going to take some time. And I know our guys are going to continue to improve because they're doing the right things. And that's what I judge our team on. I see our guys putting the work in, they're doing the right things, and it's going to continue to, one day it's going to click, and it's going to take some time. It's hard. It's hard. A lot of the league comes at you fast. And, it's a lot of things are happening to us this year. But we still, with all that being said, you gotta be able to guard your man much better. We're getting beat on, I don't like to say this lightly, on sometimes C+ moves, and you got to be able to stay in front of the ball. You can't get, blown by on straight line drives, 2 or 3 dribbles, and you're at the basket. We got to show a little bit more resistance. But that's, like I said, we're going to continue to work on it. We're not going to shy away from our issues. We got to get better with them. And I believe in the work that our guys are putting in, that you will see, you'll see some good results.
Quentin?
Hey, Coach, I wanted to follow up on Fred's question for a second. You said you guys made some subtle adjustments to maybe help accommodate Davies defensively in the starting lineup and just the entire team defensively. Could you, peel back the curtain on that a little bit for us?
Yeah, well, there's different ways you can do, pick and roll coverages. Last year he was more of a show guy, where he stays on his own and the guard has to get through. So more of that for him, until he can get, his conditioning in the right place. Not that we're not hiding him, but it's just another strategy to help him perform better. And he's going to he wants to play better. He wants to shoot better. He wants to defend better. He wants to rebound better. He's a good player he's had a tough start for a lot of the reasons that we've all know about, but hopefully this can jumpstart him to be the all-around player that I know he is and that he will be as this season continues to evolve.
And secondly, last game, Addison got the start. He played about 7 minutes and then didn't see the floor, I don't think, the rest of the game after Robin Lopez was checked in. What went into that decision?
Well, the score really was the determining factor, just trying to get a spark. They go the smaller lineup, trying to maybe Mo can give us a spark. We got 3 bigs and they all have to be ready. And it's all open. Nobody's locked in. I think Rolo's been pretty good off the bench. I like the fact that we can utilize him more with the second unit guys. He's a pretty good post player, and he has good footwork down there, and he can score down there. So I think he's been pretty consistent and solid. The other minutes are there. We have to fight for him, and who plays better and who plays well gets them.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Fred, do you have one more?
No, I'm good.
Cool. I think that's it, Coach.